How's it going, guys? Daniel here. How's it going? How's it going? So, it's been a while. It's been a while since I started something big like this. I remember I've created a whole pre-purchase plus purchase flows, everything about that, plus some juicy stuff. And yeah, time has come. Time has come. Something that I promised before, but we're starting a new kind of like a email series on my YouTube channel for you guys, for my subscribers. Campaigns, they're so trust me, guys, when it flows, it was like kind of understandable, right? It's kind of predictable. Even with this one, you can go as nifty as you can, or nifty as you want, because campaigns are these things that are just, there are billions of different variations that you can craft it in your whatever you craft them on, right? Is it HTML, like hand-coded stuff, or is it just templates or plain text as well? So but like I got you like kind of like it's like a thumbnail for this one. I know people leave when I show them the slides because everybody hates them, but guys, don't hate it. Don't hate the player, don't hate the game. You need to know this stuff. Like, I'm covering, again, I'm not gonna like go too deep into this creatives and all the copy, because one thing that I've noticed about and I've talked about this before, you need to study behavioral economics. And behavioral economics, according to behavioral economics, if you're gonna copy what I say or everybody says, all these gurus about email marketing that tell you what subject lines are working or what creatives are working, you're gonna end up in the same place as them. I mean, they're not, like, trust me, guys, they're not like using the subject lines because, well, if they give them on YouTube, everybody gonna use them, but they just have that authority for people to like kind of listen to these people up. And but this like big, like, influencers, email marketers, they're not using the same subject lines because they understand that they will basically create this like a tide of competition for them. So one thing that you need to learn as an e-commerce owner, right, an e-commerce businessman or entrepreneur, is that you need to think for yourself, right? You need to understand, not it's like a copywriting, right? You don't like learn this in templates. You learn this like as a language, right? Because you don't speak, like, you haven't been taught English in templates, right? You can learn English. You can basically learn any language like this. You need to learn step by step. From the grammar, then you go to the language to practice some, like, on automatic. It's just gonna become a habit for you. So that's what I'm trying to get in, and basically instill in your mind, that in order to really crush this with email marketing, like as I say, in order to crush the inbox, you need to understand the roots, right? How everything is structured, rather than just templated. Oh, copy paste here. Oh, here's the creative at work. Wow, come on, let's just copy paste each other. No, it doesn't work like that. So this is actually something that I preached in my agency as well. Come on, freaking, how do I like pop out this? Come on, dude, seriously. So let's see, like, if I have OBS rolling. Okay, this is something that I also preach in my agency, as a like the commitments of my agency, that we never take any templated approaches. We only are for authenticity and the systems. But there's something still foundational that you have to learn, but just because it's like essential as a grammar of English, and this is understanding of campaigns, like the fundamentals, right? The essentials, which are utilizing leveraging segmentation. I've talked about this extensively on my YouTube channel. This is something, basically, this is like the core of success in terms of revenue email marketing. You need to segment, right? Because the right message for the right person equals the higher RPR, or this abbreviation stands for revenue per recipient, right? Ideally, you want to have this as a $0.25, like 25 cents around. Industry standard is like 11 or 12 cents. You want to have, like, if you have this like a 25, then you can basically understand that, okay, so if I make 25 cents, it means that I make I make $1 on every fourth prospect on my list, because, again, you're counting all the prospects that are making you to 25 cents, right? And now you can basically reverse engineer. Okay, if every fourth person on my list makes me $1, how many subscribers do I need to have, qualified subscribers, to make, let's just say, $100,000? Well, it's a 400,000. I mean, of course, you want to have some margin of errors, and you want to maybe have some 450 or something, but you get the gist, right? When you have the quality segmented machine and you install the learnings, right? As I've talked about this before on all my videos, go watch them. That I cover basically how to enrich your profiles with link click properties, how to gather information through pop-ups on your site directly, and as well as enriching your profile, your list profiles with tagging, right? Something that I've covered also in my later videos. So, but today let's talk about the campaign. So again, utilize and leverage segmentation. I hope you got it. 2 to 5 campaigns per week. So what I mean by 2 to 5 campaigns per week, you need to test, right? So 2 to 5 campaigns a week, it's around 4 emails per week, something around that. 4 emails per week, it's a lot. For some brands, for some it's not, right? So if 4 emails are iterating your audience and they're getting the churn rate, subscribe rate, people are pissed off, they are complaining, you want to distill that to you want to basically cut it out and diminish that to to 3 emails. If they're still complaining, then 2. I said what 2 would be ideally. But again, it depends on what kind of offer, not what kind of offer, but what kind of audience you have, what kind of list you have, and relationship with them, and how engaged they are. So definitely test that. So again, 2 campaigns, so it'll be around 2 emails per week, right? And 5 campaigns, 5 emails per week. Don't forget to variegate campaign content. I don't know what is it? Variegate. Basically, diversify, right? In other words, you need to diversify your content. You just can't I've seen so many brands. I literally keep seeing so many brands. I mean, pet brands. I'm working only with pet brands. By the way, Coyote's agency, the best email marketing agency for pet brands. If you have a pet brand that makes at least $200,000 per year, consider nobody but Coyotes. Literally, counter below. Or just go to coyotes.com, or just hit me up on LinkedIn, whatever. That'll be sweet. In the everything description down below. So what I keep noticing about the pet industry, they literally just sending me the same campaigns, and I'm not talking about flows. I haven't browsed around. I haven't been in cart. I haven't made checkout. I haven't browsed or any. I just haven't even clicked. I just put there my email just to funnel hack them. But some, again, I'm not to sound cocky, but I email funnel hacked around 400 plus accounts of pet brands, and actually spend my own money to kind of understand how they work and all these things, even though the shipping were freaking so far away from me, because sometimes I order from Europe, sometimes I order from Canada and the US as well. So I spend my money to funnel hack them, and maybe there was an easier way, but sometimes you gotta pay the money to learn something. So yeah, don't forget to variegate campaign content. It should be authentic and new, just so that you don't piss people off. Basically, hit them with the same shit. So in today's teachings, basically today I want to dive in and talk about everything that goes into the bestseller. And it's actually going to be pretty short. Flows and campaigns are symbiotic, guys. So basically, campaigns send a lot of volume to your flows, and they will drive people into flows, and flows will convert them, right? So how does that happen? People subscribe to your list either through pop-up or something else, and then you basically send them a campaign, right? With some particular, I don't know, maybe some treats, and they appeal to them. Okay, so they got into this campaign, they checked it out, they liked it, maybe the subject line got them, and then based on that, they go to your site, they just perform some action, and then these actions will be triggered by Klaviyo, captured by Klaviyo rather, and then put them back into flows, and then flows will do their automatic work for each prospect on your list. So bestseller campaign, let's talk about that. So if you have a large number of products in your store, I'm here talking about pet products. I mean, maybe some food, supplements, harnesses, delicious treats, maybe some clothes, apparel for people are going crazy over their pets, the kitties, especially some Chihuahua, all these dogs. They're gonna spend thousands of dollars on some clothes. So it's gonna be overwhelming for customers, and can basically lead into this indecisiveness state where they just basically can decide which product to buy, right? It's been a huge study. Again, guys, everything comes to behavioral economics. The more product you sell, the worse your conversions are, because when you try to sell two products at the same time, your AOV. I talked about this before about this basically as a preach, right? When you're trying to sell two products, your conversion not doubles. Your conversion basically splits, because people need to decide, and they're gonna take the time, and time is the worst. It's basically the worst instance when it comes to decision, and it comes to sales, because time cures everything in terms of the good stuff. Or because again, everybody thought that sales are bad. If somebody sells something to you, they're bad, they're evil. This is just our society. But as entrepreneurs, we're gonna survive. We're gonna survive. So do not offer too many products. You need to really offer only one. Who does that better than bestseller campaign? Bestseller everything, right? When you go to Amazon, oh, listen, there was if you go to Amazon, you probably already know it, but the Instant Pot, 120,000 reviews. This like Instant Pot on Amazon, they have gotten over $120 million from the pot. The cook pressure, like something like that. I'm not really into that stuff, but like maybe some air fryer. I don't remember, but they were just basically selling that like cook pressure, something like that. Cook pressure for kitchen, and they sell this like a freaking $120 million just because there were 100,000+ reviews on Amazon. That's what drove that. Like, hey, people want this thing. People are buying this shit. Like, you better like choose this one over everything else. And so, if I were going to like becoming an Amazon FBA, I would be like, I'm freaking staying away from that niche. It's 100% and no go. So people are psychologically tend to favor what others do, like, and purchase. So that being said, guys, again, subject lines, some preview text. Don't take that personally. Don't take anything literally. As I said, you end up basically in the same bucket as the people that are watching this right now. Just take like the gist, the foundation, basically the thinking process of subject lines for these campaigns, and then just basically adapt that for your pet brand yourself. So your dog needs this. Pretty simple, right? You can say your pup needs this, pops, or pops, or let's just say pubs. Let's just finesse the system a little bit. Pups are going crazy over it. Compliments are guaranteed. Preview text ideas are service coolest. You must have this once. All the best, just for you. So let's go to something that I also want to show you is this one. Basically, it is my calendar, and again, guys, when it comes to campaigns, you need to also get this point across. When you do campaigns, you need your calendar, because as any successful entrepreneur, you need to be really like disciplined with your campaigns and know when everything goes, so that you like basically looking 30 days, 60 days ahead. And again, in my agency, I use Notion. If you want to have us as an agency, well, the link down below is welcome to you. So this is what we do for our clients. Basically, we map out the whole basic calendar, and then we ask clients, for example, concept approved in terms of like the everything. Here we're testing. There was something about the design. Okay, I'm not gonna go into this. I just don't want to share that one. But basically, this is like what my calendar, like a campaign calendar, looks like. Here we share creatives, copy, some comments. We're like back and forth with comments. This is like something like early access. Basically, the different campaigns that we send to prospects for that particular brand, right? And so when you have that, you already know, like, you're thinking 30, 60 steps ahead of your competition. They're not doing this because people treat sometimes like e-commerce kind of like owners that are like kind of immature, right? They treat Klaviyo as just another Shopify app. They're making like $130 million a year, like just another Shopify app. So have your calendar, have your campaign calendar, your content calendar. I use Notion as well, but you can use whatever. You can use like even like Scratch Pepper. I don't recommend that. Be professional. Be a little bit about like your brand, and Octopart. Just have something like in place. So I also want to talk about this is the benchmarks. So this is the Klaviyo website. Basically, they tell you explicitly what your benchmarks should be at. So the great one in terms of unique open rates is open only once, not twice, right? So for the first time, this is really important. So 25% more, flawless. Okay, unique clicks rate 2.5, perfect. Actually, it could be even more if you segment. Again, guys, the higher if you want, the higher these metrics are at a great section, at a great tab, the more segmentations brands are utilizing. Because again, guys, as Klaviyo said themselves, that small brands, meaning that 100K to up to a million, they are segmenting, like they have like maybe 14 times less segmentations. Like literally, they like take segmentations that a 9-figure brand uses and basically divide this by 14, and you'll get segmentation that are up to 7-figure brands are using, which is actually maybe like understandable in terms of like the list size, but still, it doesn't matter. Even with the 5,000 people on the list, it is still enough to use a lot of segmentations and get in for the right people. Even though it takes time, it'll pay you off, because again, guys, the more people coming in, if you have the right system, it'll convert automatically. You can basically take yourself out of that process if you know how to, again, 3 things, right? Gather information, basically enriching your profile, segmenting right, and basically getting it down in the copy and creative, and basically tying this in with your phone, your mobile optimization. Because again, guys, as I said, according to behavioral economics, people are sending, what is it, the best popular time to send emails: 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 5 p.m. Well, guess what? If you were sending at this time, you were sending like everybody else sending at the same time, and you're competing with the same people. Like basically created a stupid competition for yourself. It's a good strategy for those who created this, because if they created it, they throw it in the market, it's like a magnet. People are just, e-commerce owners are just come on this thing, and they're just like sending emails at the same time, competing with a bunch of like other brands, right? You basically create this like a bloody ocean, and those who throw that thing sending at night, right? Because you can, right? Because somebody, like for example, at 9 p.m, nobody's sending emails, but I get some from smart brands that I understand that maybe I'm watching Netflix, I'm not watching Netflix, or HBO or whatever, like a stream service I'm not watching any, but for somebody else, right, might be applicable. But sometimes some Netflix sends some notification, maybe some Steam Guard sends some notifications, maybe some PlayStation sends some notifications, Xbox, whatever they use, right, at night to like please themselves, and they use their phone, and it's usually at night when they're playing, because after work, after school, after whatever, right, the red race like that thing. So you want to send them literally emails at night, because first, nobody's using them, second, they're most active on the phone. So this is like a little heads up. But again, I just created like potentially new new competition here. But in terms of the benchmarks, you want to like aim something at 25%. Basically, you want to aim a great. I never recommend a proficient, because you want to be great. You actually want to aim above that. And the only thing that allows you to do that is, I just want to sponsor my agency, but no, segmentation, something that we utilize in Coyotes as well. So let's just basically drive ourselves from this thing and dive in again, right into the copy, right? You like that? You were waiting for it, 19 minutes already. So best of Coyotes. Okay, let me pop it up on the screen just so that you can get the gist of it. Okay, a little bit lagging here. So that's basically what it looks like. My logo is like basically of my agency, but let's just say it's like your brand, right? So best of Coyotes, replace it with your brand's word. Again, do not copy this template literally, because it's, again, as I said, it's no good. Get moving to some of our best sellers, and this is how you do it. So basically what you're gonna do, here's how I did it, and I actually did it even wrong. I would say just offer one, but it's treats. Maybe just some different flavors. Looking at we're still like dog treats. They don't have to like decide too hard. I mean, like they're not like that indecisive maybe to like choose between 2 treats, because again, it's not for them. It's like for their dog, and it's like choosing the flavors. Like I would say it's like not that like significant for them maybe, but it's like a Halloween time. Again, just keep in mind it's a Halloween time. Fake one, it's not Halloween time, it's currently 20th of September, but basically, yeah, so it's a spicy pumpkin treats right here, and you want to like have some description around them. Here we have some basically the same copy here. I don't know why I put it, but basically, yeah, it doesn't. It's again, it's like just templated and set it up on a demo account. But you get the gist. You basically have this treats right here. I'm selling treats, with turkey one, with salmon, and you put some description. You put a call to action here. Same thing with this one. Shopify bestsellers. You want to drive them basically on the page created on your Shopify directly for bestsellers. And again, guys, there should be more than if you basically this button should redirect them to the page where there are only these two products here, no more. Because again, guys, the more products you have, the less the less conversions you will have. Because again, every another product, every additional product splits cuts the conversion, because again it's another time to decide and people are indecisive and they just can get overwhelmed and basically potentially right away walk away and you lose a customer. And so little some shots again, it's like stock images. Never use stock images. This go against the cognitive psychology. Little things, but not little things, but again, little things shapes the big one, which differentiates basically, 7-figure, 8-figure, 9-figure. No stock images. Here I use stock images because I basically created that template in Canva. But this is something that you want to have for your brand. Basically basic coyotes. You want to throw up like at most 2 products here, like I did. Kind of describe them with a good copy and basically give call to action, or give it one big call to action in terms of a button that basically redirects them to your store when you have no more than, I say, 4 products and they're going to be in the same collection. I'm talking collection. I'm not talking like, you sell some CBD bowls for a dog and now you sell like a dispenser that throws those bowls. Come on, like it's not gonna work. You need to really like be kind of like logical a little bit here in terms of like, not even logical. I'm talking like relevant, right? Because they click on on treats. It's not like Amazon, okay? Amazon is like well known, they have that authority, so you can they can throw you everything. Even Amazon, right? What do they offer you? Something that really something that is like really customer behavior, because again they have like a lot of data rolling out there. But basically this is what you want your email looks like. Again, as I said, 2 products, description, call to action, one big one, no more than 2 products or 4 products, but in the same collection on your Shopify specific page that you've created in Shopify, right, for bestsellers in that collection. So again, guys, just to like kind of rub the bow on that little video that I've shot here, not a little video, but basically 3 things that you want to have here. You want to have in terms of basically how to win email marketing. You need to have a system, create a system of gathering tags, gathering property tags, basically enriching the profile information, mining data. I'm going to call it mining data system. You want to have your segmentations in place, which will allow you to do that. But I'm talking about to have this, I basically propel you to have this system mining data that helps the segmentations, because it's enriching the profiles, which leads into the more complex and more, I would say more complex in a better in a better meaning, right? Side of things, basically enriching content, enriching context, and then in the middle you have segmentation by basically the hard data, enriching the segmentation so you can segment more. And the third thing is good copy, good creative, good message. I mean, in terms of like your actual copy, like basically at the end of the day, what your customer will see, right? So again, the enriching, mining data, sorry guys, mining data, profile enrichment, segmentation, and this the first one, right? The data mining, profile tags or profile properties, right? Kind of like mining thing. I'm just gonna call it mining data. Fulfills and fuels basically your segmentation, and then segmentation distribute and put the right message, and the right message also distribute the segmentation, and with the right segment, right, you send the right message to the right people, and it only works everything in basically in synergy. So this is basically what I utilize in Coyotes, my agency, for my email marketing agency, and we only work with pet brands, and this is something that we utilize. There's 3 things, right? Mining data, we have segmentation, advanced segmentation, crazy segmentation, extreme one, right? And the basically the good copy, the good message, optimization for mobile and desktop, and they have basically it's like a three circles that overlaps with each other, and each two basically overlaps, and basically then at the end of the day they all overlap in one thing, and in the center we have coyotes. That's the best marketing that I could have ever come up with. So guys, this was Daniel Lit, and I'll see you in the next video when we're gonna be talking about the next campaigns, because I have a lot of them. I have a whole freaking calendar. It is just a September, but I haven't shown you from January to December and some Cyber Mondays, right? The Godfather. It's like the it's more maybe even more profitable than freaking Christmas for e-commerce in general, right? Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas. There's so many campaigns. How about the National Maryland Day? Have you heard about that one? See you in the next video. Bye.